It's Madden NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The deep to return is Josh Downs. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Let's go. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes,
or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On third down, here's Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On first down, Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Madison running on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Minshew sets to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3-and-out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Richardson off the play fake. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. In motion goes the tight end. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Michael Pittman. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Minshew. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Another carry now for Madison. Down to about the 45.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off play action, it's Minshew. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the 1st down. Give that man a ton of credit.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here Richardson yet again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. Now Richardson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger, as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give to Madison. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Minshew. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Indy set to go on offense once more. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a diving catch right side. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Second down and 4. Back to throw here. He hits Adams, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Second down and 6 now. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Harrison Bryant laying himself out in the end zone. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 86 yards here for Madison. He's got a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Minshew sets to throw. Open man is Myers. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go play action here with Minshew. It's Myers again with another catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And that's complete to Adams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And Davante's going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Here's a give to Madison running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He finds his tight end Gentry. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Third down and 6. Richardson looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, 39 yards. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gay is on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now Minshew. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now this one complete on the slant route. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Here's Minshew. Over the middle, he's got Mayer.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down. Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Mayer there to bring it in. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. He goes underneath to Abdullah. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The set. Reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. He's back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On the return, it's Flowers. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Richardson.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. Now Richardson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Richardson.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.